The Senate passed the bill, and then the Senate parliamentarian discovered that there were some provisions that violated a budget rule, so they took those out, and now it goes back to the House. They're expected to vote on it after afternoon or so before it goes to the president's desk for potentially a signing ceremony this afternoon. The House Rules Committee and those at the House Rules Committee this morning joking, saying that the bill is so nice, got to vote for it twice. But Republicans, make no mistake about it here, they know they have to sell this plan. This is very similar to what we saw in 2010 with the Democrats and Obamacare. It was highly unpopular, and it was along partisan lines. Many people, Nancy Pelosi included, saying they hadn't read the bill in its entirety. Well, now Republicans, they too are looking at this very unpopular legislation and making the case that the more Americans learn about it and see or feel the effects of it, the more that they will actually approve and like it, and it won't cost them votes for the midterm election. Majority Leader Mitch McConnell telling my colleague Phil Mattingly, who was up at 1 in the morning here, that this is how they're going to do it. This is how they're going to make the pitch.
If we can't sell this to the American people, we ought to go into another line of work. I think this is an important accomplishment for the country that people will value and appreciate, but obviously it requires us continuing this discussion with the American people, and we're all going to be doing that all through the year.
Minority Leader Chuck Schumer making the case here that he believes that this is going to be an anchor around the ankles of Republicans, particularly when it comes to the midterm elections. Many Democrats making the case here that this is bad for working people, for working families, and the middle class, largely a gift to corporations and the wealthiest among us. And Schumer saying that late last night in a closing argument, making that case, but also chastising some of his Republican colleagues for talking during his closing remarks, really revealing the emotion behind this. Take a listen.
This is serious stuff. We believe you're messing up America. You could pay attention for a couple of minutes. 145 million middle-class families earning under $200,000 will get either tax hikes or a tax cut of less than $100. 83% of the middle class will either pay more in taxes or get little but crumbs. Is that what you intended?
The next big battle facing Congress is going to be coming up with the spending bill, meeting that deadline, Friday deadline for funding the government. Very likely that they will kick the can forward and have a short-term continuing resolution into next year. John Pop